And welcome back to JNB Live. I'm Dr.
And
B.
I'm Broker J3. We thank you guys for joining us today. We got a hot topic today based on some of the events that's going on across the country, especially in the South. Uh, so I'll let you tell everybody what the
Okay.
hot topic is today.
Okay, the hot topic for today is love in the snow, how to heat things up this winter. We're going to talk about some different things that you can do to make it exciting during these cold times. Like I said, it's snowing outside right now and it's coming down pretty hard. So we want to warm things up for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we're gonna talk about this, you guys. Everybody talk about getting booed up, during the wintertime because it get cold.
Yes.
So, that's what's gonna be one of our topic actually for today. How to heat things up, during the cold season, especially when it's snowing outside.
That's right. The snow may be falling, but your love life does not have to go on ice. So, today we're going to share some ideas and inspirations to heat things up. Whether you've been dating for a while, or you're trying to find a date, or you've been married for several years, we want to heat things up in this little getting to know, if you were in that getting to know phase. So, we look forward to this podcast. Thank you for those who are joining us. Come on in our room. We welcome you. We thank you for your support. You've been supporting us from day one, and we do appreciate it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And again, let me tell you guys about today's episode. It's all about keeping things hot, even when it's cold and frozen outside. All right now.
So we're going to start with setting the scene for romance at home. Some of you may already have date nights scheduled, but if you don't, you can schedule date night to go out on the town, dinner, movies, or whatnot. Or you can heat things up in your living room, even when the snow makes it, going out a little tricky. Like right now, you don't want to be on the road. So you can plan a little magic at home, for
That's
your boo.
that is absolutely true, Doc B. That is absolutely true. In fact, we can put a little sprinkle on some steamy tips, romantic ideas, and even some fun challenges for you guys, for you and your boo. So let's grab a warm drink, snuggle up, and let's dive on in.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Today's first segment today is setting the mood at home. You want to start off, Doc B?
I mentioned earlier that you can spice things up at home. You can share a bath together. That's one of way that you can spice things up. You can plan a romantic dinner with some candles and a glass of wine. It's always good to try to keep things uh different, so it's you break that little monotony of the everyday life. Coming home, cooking dinner, do something a little different. Sometimes you can plan something where the kids may go spend the night with grandparents or whatnot, but plan something often for the two of you.
Exactly, Doc B. And lighting those candles, hey, they really do something, especially during the cold time,
Yes.
and pick out that favorite playlist that you both guys love so much, the one that gets you smiling and everything, but try to keep it simple. Even simple stuff like, have you ever tried cooking together? Especially when the cold time, you guys putting on some of that hot
Oh,
cocoa, or
yes.
doing some of those s'mores if you guys into that. Maybe try a new recipe or something that that you guys love when you was a kids. It's always a great way to laugh and connect, and kind of spice things up a little bit, especially in the kitchen.
Yes, yes, spicy in the kitchen. Yes, something that I like to do too is I'm cold all the time. I'm
Are you,
cold.
Doug B?
Yes, I'm even cold in the summertime. So right now I'm really cold. So one thing I do is I often have a blanket, no matter where I am. I refer to myself sometimes. I'm just like little Linus on the Charlie Brown with a blanket. But for those of you who probably don't know who Linus is on Charlie Brown, he always carried a blanket. But one thing you can do is grab a blanket and just cuddle up, build a fort or whatever. Create that little tone for you to be romantic or you to snuggle up with your boo. especially during this cold time of the year.
Oh, okay then. That's snuggle up. All right now. Now let's talk about heating things up a little, okay? One of my favorite things to do is flirting. Some of you guys out there, kind of bring back some of that youthfulness in yourself when you used to flirt a little bit, even doing it together, talk flirty, send a flirty text to your boo. She could be sitting next to you and just send something, sweet and nice to her, leave a little note around the house, or catch her off guard sometimes with a complaint. Ooh, baby, you're looking real good today, or whatever the case may be. That's how you guys have to, spice things up. And during the wintertime is a really exceptional time, to be able to do that because it's colder outside, especially if it's snowing. It gives you guys enough time to spend that time together and try to utilize that
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
especially when you have it.
Yeah, because it's all about connecting with your mate at this time. So, and men love compliments just like women do. So, women, it's time for you to start, commenting on the way that your man looks. Okay, thank you for Dalia. Thank you for joining in, PK. Thank y'all for coming in. Also, communication. You have to communicate with your spouse because if you're both in the room together, it's cold outside, you in one room and he in another room. I can understand sometimes that's okay, but try to spend some quality time together in the evenings, really every day, so that you two can connect. That's very important that you definitely need to talk to your partner about and explore different ways that y'all can come closer together.
Yeah, Doc B, I really like that the way you talk about that physical touch,
Hmm.
that back rub, holding the
Yes,
hands,
yes.
that warm hug, that intimate time, especially when it's cold, and some of you guys, it's nothing wrong with trying something a little more adventurous, something new in the bedroom.
Hmm.
This could be as simple as changing the atmosphere, dimming down the lights, maybe get a new scented oil or play some of that romantic movie music
Hmm.
that you guys like, or even try something different like a romantic game.
Hmm.
A lot of us may not be into this, but try some of that role play. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Come in
Yeah.
there, come in there like you hijacking the place. You know what I'm saying? It's these are things, as Doc B said, that really can change the mood of a
Hmm.
lot of things. We want to, especially for some of you guys that been in a relationship for a longer period of time. This is really important because as time goes on, a lot of things that you guys did early on in the
Yes.
relationship, you guys tended to, shy away from. Not that you guys don't love each other no more or anything like that, but what we're trying to do is try to get you guys to heat that
The heat it
flame up,
back.
and
Hmm.
and rejuvenate that love. And especially this time of year is an amazing time to do it because it gives you guys a lot of alone time at home, especially when it's cold outside.
Yeah, because some of you may be working from home at this time. Maybe your business is closed. So this gives you an opportunity to connect. In other words, like Broker J3 just said, sometimes you become complacent. You're doing the same thing over and over again. So you definitely want to spice things up. And what better time to do it than when it's snowing outside or it's cold? It doesn't necessarily have to be cold snowing, but it's cold outside. So you want to warm things up.
Okay, that sounds absolutely great,
Yeah.
Doc B. So what else? And part of what we're talking about that can help get things started.
Okay, so now if you can get outside, some of you are confined and can't, but if you can't, you want to bundle up. Like for instance, if it's snowing outside and you can get outside, you can go outside and build a snowman or throw ice. I'm like a little kid, so I can throw snowballs. I have fun doing that. Or you can go ice skating. That's another thing you can do.
So what you're saying is have fun and romantic winter dates.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
everything doesn't have to be inside. You can go outside. It's in other words on dates. You can do stargazing with some blankets, or you can even do a snowy walk. I like getting outside because I don't see snow that often. Some of you may see it all the time, but this is exciting for me. You can do just a snowy walk through the park. Just make sure you're bundled up.
I hear that. And and if you're more of an indoor type person, there are so many more options that you guys can do. You can check out your local wine bar. A lot of you guys may not know it, but those wine bars are really
Mhm.
nice. Try something a little different
Yeah.
than what you may be used to. Maybe even try a cooking class.
Okay.
Earlier when I was talking about cooking together, say you're one of those people out there that's not used to cooking a lot. So, take a cooking class together, or plan a cozy staycation, where maybe you go rent that hotel or that Airbnb in town.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be out of town. You can just do something different right where you live at. Just try a different environment, a different place, or just something different to kind of spice things up. The idea is to mix things up and make time for each other. That's
Yeah.
what you're trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So the key to it is not about actually what you do. You just want to be intentional about spending quality times together. You want to plan that quality time, the time, even if it's just a simple coffee date, can make you feel that other person feels special because you're just actually just connecting with one another.
Okay. I can elaborate on that a little bit, Doc B.
Just I drink coffee. I'm not advocating for Starbucks or any of the other coffee brands, but you can plan a date to where you just meet and drink coffee. Just at the little coffee shop, and that could be that's a date. The two of you. I meet you at Starbucks, and that'll give you a chance to connect, and you could just give a time away from the house is different, or time away from everything that you've been doing, or something that's different. That's what's key. Doing something a little bit different than you would normally do.
Oh, I hear that.
Hmm.
I definitely hear that. See, me during the cold time, I'm not gonna lie to you. I prefer to be indoors.
Yeah.
I'm an outdoors person during the summertime, spring and summer. Love to get out,
Yeah.
but during the cold fall and the winter times, I prefer to personally be at home. So me myself, I'm gonna look for something that me and my mate can do inside. Whether it be at a wine bar, a really nice restaurant, or something like that. It's definitely going to be inside. That's just my personal preference. But for you guys out there, don't let being inside or outside deter you from doing something really nice. Because what we're trying to do is to get you guys to spark things up.
Hmm.
This is the winter and cold season, and right now currently where we are recording at right now, it's actually snowing outside. So so some of you guys are used to it, as Doc B said, on a regular basis. This is nothing new for
Hmm.
you guys.
Yes. Hmm.
But for us, our neck of the woods, this is not something that's on a regular basis. So, for you guys out there that's inside dealing with the snow right now, this is the perfect
Yeah.
opportunity for you guys to do something with your mate.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
something exciting, do something romantic. It's all about rekindling that flame, because that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying
Yeah.
to get our subscribers and listeners out there
Hmm.
to try to rekindle that flame. Or if you're in a new relationship or you're just now dating, find something really interesting that you can do to get that relationship or that new dating scene growing.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Cream Brulee, for joining in. I like Cream Brulee. I like that name. So thank you again for those of you who are joining us. We appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we want to hear from you. I want you to share your date ideas and stories to us on social media. Just use the hashtag Winter Love Challenge. Who knows? We might even feature some of your ideas on our next episode. Yeah, we want to hear. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, and we say this all the time. Our podcast is definitely interactive. You guys, it's okay to tap that screen.
Yes, it is.
Let us know that you're real. Tap it, show us some love. Let us know that you're here. Comment.
Mhm.
Let us know if what we're talking about maybe touching at home, or
Mhm.
if the subject that we're talking about today, if you have some ideas that you haven't heard us mention, put it out there so some of our subscribers and listeners can see some of the other ideas that may be available to them. Because we want this to be for you guys, not for us, but for you guys.
Yeah. And I challenge the listeners. I want you to plan a outing with your significant other and let us know. Pop in next week, well, Thursday, and let us know, or next week, and let us know what you decided to do. What did you plan for you and your mate? And let it be something, it can be spontaneous as well. Let us know what you decided to do. We want to hear from you.
So, Doc B, let me find out what was something that maybe you have done maybe in recent years that you found that was something that can help spark things up, especially during the cold time.
Well, I'm an advocate for concerts. I love concerts. Kim is one of my favorite artists. And I think about last year, maybe this time I ended up going to a Kim concert, but I like comedy shows. I like going to the movies. Those things are nice for me because I'm plain and simple. It doesn't have to be anything over the top for me. I'm comfortable, and that's different because you don't have the kids or grandchildren around. It's something just set aside for the two of you.
Well, like I said, I'm an inside person myself, especially during the cold time. And it's something simple out there for you guys that maybe not have the funds to be able to, maybe go to that concert or maybe even get out. There are so many simple things that
Yes.
you guys can do. Here's an example, something that's hot and steamy. Have you guys ever considered maybe even showering together, taking that bubble bath, getting in that jacuzzi, together and just sipping on a glass of wine,
Yes.
listen to some music in the background,
Hmm.
just totally just relaxing, enjoying each other's company. Things like that, I really enjoy personally myself, and it really helps calm your body down, especially if you got that good Epsom salt up in there,
Yes.
and that
Yes.
good smell good in the water, and the smooth music going on. It's,
Yes.
it's it's really relaxing. So those are one of the things that I think can really help get
Yes.
things going.
All right, Veronica and Guillermo, thank you guys for joining in today. We appreciate your support. Much love to you. Thank you again. Now, we want to bring this to a close. Unfortunately, we have to. But this was something that Broker J3 and I thought about this particular topic because it is cold outside. So, what better time to spice up your relationship and make it warm on the inside or hot and spicy on the inside since it's cold outside.
Exactly. and
Yeah.
and you guys, we know our podcast is usually a little bit longer, like Doc B said. Today's subject really is based on some of the events that's going on right now. Depending on where some of you guys are located, in the southeast United States, they're dealing with winter advisory. Snow is going on in areas that is
Yeah.
normally not used to snowing.
Yeah.
Pensacola, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, South Georgia, are experiencing extreme cold temperatures and snow that
Yes.
they're not used to. So, we wanted to put, like Doc B said, we wanted to put this together today, to let some of them guys that's out there that still have electricity and can join in with us, to give them guys something that they can do while it's cold outside, and especially to help try to rekindle or strengthen their relationship.
Okay, so whether you're snuggling up under a blanket or something, or you're trying something new, take this opportunity to to reconnect with your significant other and create some wonderful memories, and capture those memories as well.
And if you're single, don't worry. These tips work for self love too.
Mm-hmm.
Light those candles. Grab your favorite blanket and spoil yourself
Mm-hmm.
because you deserve it. You don't always have to be in a relationship to love on yourself.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for joining us today. Please make sure you subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with anyone who need a little love this winter. And remember, stay safe, stay warm. Those, it breaks my heart when I see people on the street. Like I went to one of the stores yesterday, and there were two men that were homeless. And it was cold, it was freezing outside. There are warming centers that are everywhere, just about in every town. It just doesn't make any sense for anybody to be out in freezing cold temperature, risking their lives because they don't want to go to a warming center.
I totally agree with you
Yeah.
guys, and like Doc B said, definitely stay warm,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
especially for some of you guys that's not used to this type of weather.
Hmm.
Bundle up, stay inside, and
Hmm.
definitely try to stay off those roads.
Yeah.
We definitely appreciate you guys joining us today. As Doc B said, remember to subscribe on
Hmm.
our YouTube channel and
Yes.
follow us on all social media platforms. And definitely share the live. It's very interactive. We love you guys, and we appreciate everything that you guys do, your support, and we thank
Yes.
you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
and
And y'all stay warm,
yeah,
and we'll catch you next time.
and I'm Broker J3,
Dr. B,
and we appreciate you guys for joining us here at JB
thank you.
Live.
Much
Thank you so
love to
much.
you. Much love.
Thank you.
Anchor Dino, thank you guys. Hood Barbie, Kayla Webb, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you.